Hello everyone, this is Annette Stanton. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'd like to share this poem with you, and this poem came to me in a moment of reflection and meditation inside my creative writing, came to and through me. And the poem is called Feeling the Space of Your Body's Intelligence. And it goes like this. Allow yourself to feel the space. Notice when you want to fill the space, whether you are afraid of the space, thinking you are wasting your time in life. Feeling the space takes courage to trust and listen to your inner knowing. That little whispering voice gently guiding you will get louder and clearer if you listen into the space. Clarity of mind and body will open. Feeling a sense of spaciousness in between. Each action you are inspired to take will allow the feelings of flow and ease. Surrender into your infinite wisdom. Take your next inspired action without question. This very step is guiding you to greater clarity. There is no need to rush, no need to hurry. Life will open up in infinite ways, with opportunities coming your way. Instead of you trying to make it happen, allow the universal intelligence to move through you. Stay awake to what doors or windows open, without judgment of where this will get you. If your body and mind are in alignment, just know that this is the right next step. Your body's intelligence holds the key. Stay connected to your creative wisdom. The floodgates will open the stream of your flow. Stay open and trust your spacious intelligence. So that's pretty deep, isn't it? So this came about because I was personally going through a space in time in my life whereby I was uncertain about where to from here. Who am I now at this stage in my life? What am I meant to be doing? I was looking so hard for my purpose, looking and taking a lot of different action steps, but nothing really sat well with me. It just wasn't soothing from inside out. Sure, achieving a lot of things along the way, yet I couldn't work out why wasn't I feeling complete, satisfied. So what I did was I allowed myself to create a lot of space in my mind and body for this I don't know to open up. And for me to sit comfortable inside of the unknown, the I don't know, and to not quickly go looking for, filling the space of the how to, or what is it, or looking for it. Because where I was looking for it, or looking outside for the answers, how are other people doing it, whatever it is, the more I did that, I found it was always bringing me back to this same position of sitting inside the unknown. And the reason for that is because I was coming from a past. I was coming from looking outside, hoping someone else would give me the answers to where to from here in whatever situation it might be. And what I found was as I started to allow myself to feel the space, as I said here, notice, don't be afraid of sitting inside the spaciousness of the space. Because our mind, the ego mind, wants to say I'm wasting time. The ego mind wants to say I'm not productive. The ego mind wants to quickly look for something to have you feel like you're living the life that you're meant to live right now because it's intentional and it's deliberate, right? And it's not about not living a life of meaning or purpose. And it's not about living with intention, not about not living with intention and deliberation. Yet it's listening in to what is the silence of the space guiding you. so that you can hear with a clarity that you may never have encountered before, as I know I witnessed and am witnessing every single day. It does take courage, and it's something that we don't generally talk about. And most of the time we're programmed to believe that if we're not filling our time up with something that we think is productive, then we're wasting our time, when it's not necessarily so. Transformation occurs from the inside out. Awareness, success, happiness, joy, love, everything that we are wanting in our lives to feel and have fulfilled is an inside job, from inside out. And it's through the body's intelligence. And the way through is to feel the space and allow the spaciousness. Feel the spaciousness and then listen in. If your voice overrides and you start second guessing, then you're coming from a programming, past knowledge that is not necessarily your deeper inner wisdom, which is about the inner knowing, which is a higher intelligence that goes way beyond all the goal setting, all the achievements that may be coming from a logic left brain. So the old when I achieve this, then I'll be successful. When I have that, then I'll feel happy. When I be that, then I'll feel loved. Not necessarily so. So it's listening in and feeling the space, so the infinite universal intelligence opens up and speaks to and through you in a way that you interpret, and you're able to then take inspired action, which is universal intelligence right action through you. So this space, this subject is something that I know I have been fighting for quite some time and making it wrong. And once I surrendered and allowed myself to sit inside the space long enough to be able to then trust the path of least resistance comes through in this moment in time, this moment, trusting the inner voice and the inner vision of this step, this moment in time, without racing ahead. A lot of the times we're trying to get ahead without being here now. And that is where the pure joy of life is missed. Because the only joy in life is in the moment, in this moment. So you might as well live it fully. So why not feel the space in mind, body, heart and soul through the deeper wisdom intelligence that's within you? So just giving yourself allowing some space in between each action that you take. It might only be 30 seconds just to take a deep breath and breathe. They call it segments of time. So if you're able to just take an action calmly and see the action in its fullest completion, as everything is, and then take a few deep breaths, what's next? Feel it and breathe. Feel the space and notice an opening. So this is quite an in-depth conversation, and I'm happy to have more of a conversation with you about that. And this is something that is, as I said, very close to my heart, because these floodgates of inspiration have now opened up that I just cannot switch off, and I just want to share it with the world. So if that's something that you'd like to have a one-on-one conversation with you, I explore these particular areas through using my expertise in the coach approach of really focusing in on what is important to you from inside out, getting to know the essence of who you really are, not the programming of who you think you need to be in order to get somewhere, which is where the longer path is, and not necessarily a happier, successful and contentment path is. So my name's Annette Stanton. Enjoy feeling the space of your body's intelligence. Thank you very much. We'll connect soon. Bye for now.